Hi parents, I'm Pro Coach Sensei D here at Sun Studios. I'm a child development expert coach, and that's what I want to talk to you about today, about child development. So here at Sun Studios, I'm currently in the children's only studio here in South Gosforth. So I want to talk to you about development in a way that how the development is going to help your child with the martial arts that we do. So you may be looking for martial arts for your child. Absolutely fantastic. There are many different types of disciplines, many different types of martial arts out there. There's judo, karate, kickboxing, and so forth. But from there, you have to ask yourself, what is it that you are looking to achieve from the martial arts? Are you looking just simply to do another activity? Or are you looking for something that is going to help them to become the best versions of themselves in everything that they do? So here at Solar Studios, we have a fantastic, unique program. And we're actually quite proud of this as well. Our program is based on development, and in fact it's based on 4 key stages of development: physical, intellectually, emotionally, and socially. From there, we use martial arts as a tool to help drive that. So I want to give you a quick little example. Today I had a 4-year-old who's just turned 4, obviously coming and looking to do martial arts. Now from there to that parent, all they were looking for was just martial arts, which is absolutely fantastic because I love to teach martial arts. But I went through an evaluation with that child to make sure that I put that child in the correct program for their stage of development, their stage of learning, and to make sure they were in the right program for all their needs, because every child is different. Some children are overdeveloped for their age. Some children are underdeveloped for their age. And some children are what you would call at the peak, so they are kind of at the right stage for their development. We need to make sure that we put your child in the correct one, whichever category they go in. Now, if your child's underdeveloped, that doesn't mean there's something wrong. That just means that your child is going to thrive in an environment that is going to help build that development up. So anyways, back to what I was saying. I had a Parents' Day, brought a child in for a martial arts, one-to-one introductory taster. Went absolutely fantastic. I managed to find out as well a little bit more and how it can help their child become the best versions of themselves. So through my introductory, I went through the different evaluation process that I go through, and I actually found out that this child, who's obviously age 4, is quite overdeveloped for their intelligence. So for the level of this child, was really, really good. Picked up skills really, really well. Was actually quite impressed. I would expect that child to be more of a 6-year-old / going on 7. So they did really, really fantastic. But they were lacking in a few areas. So they were lacking in physical development. This child did not quite yet have the lower core strength in order to keep their body upright. Which this you may be thinking, well, so what? So they can't do a sit-up. Well, this is actually going to impact many different areas. So I asked the parent, I says, when your child is at nursery or preschool, I'm not sure what kind of level children go at age 4 these days, it keeps changing all the time. But anyways, I asked and I said, when your child is at school, do they get told that they're not sitting still or they're not focusing? And the parent actually turned around and said to me, you know what, I've been told this, that my child will not sit still and pay attention. So I went into a little bit more depth with this conversation to find out a little bit more about what the child was doing and what the environment was and so forth. And it turned out that the child was in fact paying attention, but he actually lacked the core strength, the physical development of his body. He lacked to keep his body upright, to sit for that amount of time while the teacher was talking and engaging. So I'm going to show you an example. So here at Solar Studios, we have a listening position called Sit Lock Up. And that's to make sure that the child is sat really good, is paying attention, is focusing, and using all the different aspects in order to help learn. Because here we use audio, which is where obviously we talk. We use visual, where we show you. And we get the children to also take part. And there's many different types of learning that we do here to help every child, because some children learn best through visuals, some learn best through trying, some learn best from watching. It's all different. So anyways, so we've got a lock-up position. We touch a bit like this, so put me to see. So from here, we sit down and we're like this. So from there, obviously it's kind of similar when they're at school and nursery. They sit with their legs crossed. And I was told that this child would not sit still, and this is what the child was doing. They were slouching like this, or they'd have their legs like this, and then obviously doing a bit of this. Now, I then went into a bit more conversation with the parent, and it turns out that the child is lacking the development on the lower core. So that child is obviously going to find it really difficult to sit still that amount of time. So doing this, sitting still like this, back up nice and straight, is really difficult for that child. So obviously he hasn't got the development yet, so he's going to slouch. It's like us doing a sit-up. So we go to do a sit-up, and saying we can do this perfectly fine. That's fantastic because we have core strength, we have the physical development to do that. But for someone who's a beginner who can't quite do a sit-up, and maybe gets to here, they do not have the development here yet to help them. They don't have the muscles, the core strength to push their whole entire body up. And that's what it's like for a child trying to sit still. So this child was lacking that. And then I went on to obviously balance and some other issues, which I found out that their ankle strength isn't quite strong and so forth, which is found out why they were struggling in some PE sessions and so forth. So from there, we found a solution. So in martial arts, yes, it's fantastic to learn. But what I'm getting at is, with the martial arts that we do here, we have the development side as well, emotionally, socially, intellectually, and physically. From there, our programs are designed to help children excel at their development stage. And it's different for all ages, not just our 4 to 6, our 7 to 9, our fusion, which is our teenagers. We help them with their social skills. So at that age, children, at the teenager age, they thrive through social interaction. And also these days it's quite difficult with the iPhones and the iPads and all online on the Xboxes. Yes, they're getting social interaction via the computers, but obviously they're lacking the skills within communities and greeting and meeting people, which we need to obviously work on that to help them obviously get careers and jobs and interviews at universities and so forth. So they thrive in social development. So we make sure that we've got skills in there to help them thrive with that, leadership skills and so much more. Same with 7 to 9-year-olds. It's all completely different. So what I'm saying to you is, if you're looking to help your child excel, then please look at Solo Studios. From there, we teach martial arts as a tool basically to drive them to success using development skills. Now in our programs, each age range is completely different as well. Not only do we do 4 unique development skills, which I've just talked about, we also break it down into 8 unique skills. And these are going to help your child through their journey. And it's ongoing all the way right up, and hopefully helping them to become the best versions of themselves. So I hope that gives you a little insight. So if you've got a child that has been struggling, say, with memory, with listening, with concentration, with focusing, with their physical development, do you find that your child's always falling over? Do you find that your child's, concentration's not really good? So forth from there. We can help, even control. Control is, we find control is a big one with the 4-year-olds, especially if they've been 3 and they've just literally turned 4. Control for this age range is a big thing, and we obviously can help with that. For that child to be able to just stop and stand still is really, it's quite challenging for some children of that age, so we need to help with that. Help with motor skills and so much more. So once again, I'm Sensei D, Child Development Expert Coach here at Solo Studios. I hope that was a little insight. So not only do we teach martial arts, but we help with development as well. If you have a child that you would like to help with different aspects, so if you're looking for like focus, or your child needs help with teamwork, or they seem to, not interact very well, or, is there anything that you'd like us to help us with, then please do send us a message below, because I have a few free one-to-one evaluation appointments. This is where your child will meet and greet me. We'll give them a tour of the facilities. And from there, I'll go through an evaluation as well to find out where your child's stage of development is, so we can help your child excel and become the best versions of themselves. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please do check out our YouTube channel. I'll put a link below this video and go check out some videos. Have a look on our Facebook page, which you're on right now, hopefully, and have a look at some of the things. And if you'd like to have a chat with me, please feel free to do so, and I'll contact you on Monday when I'm back at the studio. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic weekend. And here's to helping children excel and become the best versions of themselves, not just through martial arts, but through child development. I'm Coach D.